Hi guys, it's Becca, and I'm back for now, and I'm going to be talking about Tanaconned, because I've been Tanaconned. Well, playing with my chickens. So this is Eliza, named after Eliza Hamilton, because I'm a nerd, and I have a chicken. What do you expect? I have a chicken. This is Nugget. He's a chicken. This is Nugget. He's a chicken. He's mean. He's a rooster. They're just gonna, okay. They're just gonna chill on my shoulder. Probably poop on this. Oh well. Actually, go on my head. He does not like this. He is going to poop on me. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about Tanaconned. Well, there's a chicken on my head. A rooster on my head, actually. This is sliding off of me. I love pets. Okay, so I attended Tanaconned. Okay, yeah, I attended Tanaconned. And it was a flop, as everyone knows by now. So I got there, I was going to wake up around 5-ish, so I could be there for registration, which they emailed the day before, that night before actually, that it started at 6 a.m. So I was going to be up about 5, but I was tired, so I slept until about 8. I was like, oh, that's fine, it won't be that long, it'll probably have a line, but it's fine. I saw on Twitter, as soon as I woke up, that the line still hadn't started moving, even though it was supposed to at 9. So, wonderful. I was like, okay, good, at least I didn't show up that early, because then I'd just be waiting in this line for no reason, not even moving. So I was like, it'll be like an hour at the most, maybe 2. It's a lot of people, but hey, it'll work. No, it didn't. It really did not work. So I got there right about the time the convention was starting. So I was like, oh, this will go by fast. Everybody's moving now. It'll be fine. And so I got there, and the line. So I got to the parking lot, and I was at the front of the hotel. And then the guy was like, are you here for the event? And I'm like, yeah. So he's like, no, it's all the way in the back of the hotel. So I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that she rented out the whole hotel. Maybe not the suites, but she rented out the whole hotel. So I thought we could go in anywhere. And no, she didn't. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just go. And so I went around the back of the hotel, and this was right about 9, so it wasn't a long line compared to what it was the whole time. So I got there at 10, right when it was starting, and the line was going this way, and I'll show you on the picture more, and I'll just point it out, but it was there. So we went all the way around and found the end at the inside of that one line, and I was like, what? What the fuck? Okay, they're getting mad. What the fuck? Bitch. This is gonna take forever. And spoiler, it did. So I got there at 10. I got through registration about 2, 3-ish. And it was great. It was wonderful. I had such an amazing time. I met all my favorite creators. AKA, I saw Tanaconned walk by in her Gucci ass outfit. And I was smart enough not to run off because I didn't want to lose my long ass position in line. Okay, so let's talk about the line. Some girls came up behind me right after Tana showed up, and they were like, is this the line to the line? And I was just like, oh, that actually is, but they're not paying attention, so I guess you can stay with me. So I let them stay with me, because I was just like, hey, it's going to be like 7 hours anyway, boys. Let's all have friends here. And so I let the girls kind of cut in line. They weren't paying attention. They were like 5 miles back. Not 5 miles. They were at least, like, from, like, down a street. Like a good amount away. So I was like, they're not paying attention, I'll let you stand with me. Great to have somebody to talk to and complain about with. So we all were waiting in line with some other people around us, and we were all talking about how this is going to flop, hunty. Like the parents behind us were like, we've been to events before, like where they've had to shut it down and there's not, like nobody's got in, like capacity wise, and we're just like, ha, great. This is gonna end perfectly, boys. So, yeah. And so we got through to the outside of that line. Like, here's where we started. We went all the way around the building, and so we were there, and then this lady on a golf cart who was supposed to be apparently security, she wasn't security, I'm guessing, because security probably wouldn't have told us to do this because guess what? It would start a riot. And it kind of did. So that was great. But this lady on a golf cart, a man was just getting there with like his son. And he was like, we got VIP, we gotta stand in this line. And I was thinking, yes, honey, we all been here, we all been paying money, so like, shut up and get in line. And then this lady on the golf cart was like, oh no, here's what you're gonna do. And I was like, ooh, tea. So I was like, I'm in for the tea. So I walked closer, but not being obvious, to listen to this lady on a golf cart. Because I was like, I'm sick and tired of waiting in line. It's been like 4 hours already. Your girl is tired. And so I was all standing close to this lady, and she's like, go up to the tent, white tent, and then you can get in faster. And I was like, ooh, thanks for the hookup, lady. So I told the girls I was standing around with, hey, this is what she just said, let's go. So 2 of the girls waited in line while me and another one from their friend group went over to the white tent. And the security guard like, who told you this? Nobody would have told you this. This is security. I'm like, there's a lady on a golf cart telling people to do this. Why would you be having people do this? So me and the guy that first was initially told this, and a couple other people who heard around us or got told this also, were like, no, we ain't leaving, we ain't gonna go back to the back of that line. She told us to be up here. So they were like, shit, this isn't good. I was like, okay, but we're gonna have to cap it. So they let us in, and then they put up a little barrier saying like nobody else can come in this line. Really quick, I know the scene probably changed a little. I did forget to mention one thing that I really wanted to mention about a security officer there that made me upset and the people around me upset. It was upsetting, and it felt really like what VidCon was doing to Tana that went like last year. So after we got in line with this line I just mentioned where they made like a special line for VIP, but that doesn't exist, and the golf cart lady, we were in line, and there was probably about 50, I'd say 50 or less. I'm not going to over exaggerate like Tana was doing. But there was probably about 50 or less people in this one line before they capped this line that some golf cart lady created. And then this security officer, I don't know her name, I don't know who she was, but she was towards the front of the thing doing bag checks, and she was saying like, get in a single file line. And they had it barricaded so you couldn't back up anymore, or you would be running over the barricade, and you couldn't go forward because nobody was doing ticket checking for that half hour to 45 minutes. It was about 45 minutes, I'd say. And so she was like, get in a straight line, and everybody around her was like, hey, we can't do that, we're trying. As soon as they start moving, we'll stay in a front like single file line, we're not gonna push. Like everybody around us was really, really sweet actually, and they were like, we're not going to push anybody, we just can't get into a single file line, like back up the barrier or make people go, and as soon as they start going, we'll stay in a single file line. Like, we're not trying to riot, we're not trying to push anything, like we're trying to be in a single file line. But when you're in a space like as large as this room, or I'd say 2 rooms in my house, we can't do that. Like, it's not possible. And so she was like, no, you have room. And she started pushing this girl behind me. Like, she was pushing her, like putting her hands on her and pushing her back. And we're like, what the fuck? And so that was really annoying, and the girl was like, don't touch me. And so she just walked off. The security officer, again, I don't even know if the security officers are real. There was only 25 security officers, but there was a lot more security officers. So I genuinely believe that Good Times was like, fuck, this is a lot of people. Well, let's shove some of our team or some other people from the Marriott in some security shirts and like put them out there so that people feel safer. These people did not know how to act. I genuinely believe they had no clue how to do security officering, because this lady was like pushing this poor girl and like putting her hands on her, and I was about to say something, but then the girl said something for herself, because I was like, this is not right, you shouldn't be touching this poor girl like how you are. And so then she walked up and she's like, well, this is why we can't do anything, because of you guys can't get in a straight line, we can't do anything. And I was like, shit. And so she walked off, and I didn't see her for the rest of the day, but she was pushy as all hell. And that really made me upset, because I'm like, if security officers are going to act like this, how do you know that they're not going to do worse to us? That's all. Continue with the rest of the video. Then it started a riot, because these are people that have been waiting since like 8 a.m. are just now getting through the line. And now they saw that all these people who showed up about 10, which still is a long ass line to wait in, been there for like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours at that point, were getting in faster than, or at the same time they were. Which I know wasn't fair, but the lady shouldn't have been holding us, swearing that she was part of security. That was this. So that's another point towards them not having good security, where they were not talking to each other, one, or people were faking, or just didn't know what to do and didn't want people to get mad at them, so they were like, just go up to the front and we'll let you in. And so, this is at the point where probably capacity was still filled. That's why the line was not moving at all. And so, mood. So, we were in line, and then a guy came up and was like, started arguing with the security person. And I was just like, shit, this is going to start a riot. Like, if you can get us back in that position, I'll go back to that line and I'll wait. But they were like, no, it's fine. I don't know who told you this, but we're taking care of it. Don't worry about it. And I apologized for that guy's actions, because he shouldn't have taken the anger out on them. He should have taken the anger out on the person telling everybody this, or just, I don't know, shut up and deal with it. Like, everybody's fucked up. Everybody's pissed off. Just don't take your anger out at a bunch of teenagers and security people who have no clue what they're doing, because everything's being told on them. Everything is being told to them on a whim. So I was like, I'm sorry for his action. I'm sorry. They just told us to do this. And the security guard was like, it's fine, it's fine. Then the security guard left for like half an hour. And I was just like, well, that's great. So we just did another like half hour to an hour on the small line. And we're like, is this even a line? Is this even going to happen? So then the people started saying, shit, this is not going anywhere, and people are missing meetups. So they started having a microphone screaming like, if you have this person's meetup, come to the side of the building so we can get you into this meetup hall faster. And so we were like, well, at this point, we gonna go be like for some guy's meetup we don't even know, so we can get in this place. And so, but no, we stood in the one line that the lady told us with the golf cart to go in, and then they finally started checking tickets about an hour into that line. So it's been like 5 hours at this point. We finally get through security with this amazing bag check, where the bag checks were like, not even existed. They were saying they're going through like double, triple background checks, so nobody that doesn't have tickets were getting in. Honey, I had a like Tumblr backpack. I'll show you the picture. I can't say the name, but I spent like $70 on it. I was using this backpack, and they didn't care. I could have had a gun in there. I could have had a bomb in there. I could have had so many dangerous things. So many dangerous things could have happened to everybody, and nobody's doing back checks. Nobody cared. Like, VidCon's better. Everything is better than this because they've had time to put into it. Yes, I know it's her first convention, and yes, I know that she could have done better with more time, but still, if you say safety is your #1 priority, you should not be letting anybody in without at least them opening up their bag, like, opening up their bag. This is my Tanaconned bag with all my free shit from VidCon, honey, not Tanaconned. Open up your bag and move things around. That is the simplest thing to do. Everybody does it. Pride does it. Warped Tour does it. Go through bag checks. Everybody can go through one bag check. Simply open up all their things and just be like, hey, I don't have a bomb in here. I'm not going to kill a bunch of teenagers. I'm sorry. Like, Christina Grimmie got killed by a like 10-person meet and greet after their show. Like, if that can happen, imagine what could have happened at this event where there was 5,000. I'm not even going to give it to her. There was 5,000 people there in that parking lot. Anybody could have walked up to that hotel backyard. Anybody could have just started mass shooting from a car to us, and nothing could have happened. Like, anything, anything could have happened to us, and nobody seemed to care about that idea. Anybody could have brought a gun into the side of that convention, shot Tana, shot anybody in that hotel room, set a bag down, and had a bomb in it, and killed everybody. That makes me so mad that that could have happened, and nobody seemed to think about that. I'm sorry. I need to pet my chickens. I need to pet my chickens. I need to pet my children. Big mood. Honestly, my mood about Tanaconned. And so, I got in through the security check. And while I was waiting in the second line to get in the place, I heard some girl like, oh my god, I got the last shaming greet. And I'm just like, honey, first of all, you didn't even buy it. Like, they were like bragging how they didn't even buy it, but they were giving out any wristbands. Anybody can have them, because everybody could fake that shit. It was so easy to fake. I could have written Bill Gates, I could have written Michael Jackson's name on that ticket, and it would have been fine. And the meet and greets were even easier to fake, dude. And a lot of people weren't even pulling up their tickets. A lot of people wouldn't even pull up their meet and greets, and they were still getting wristbands and everything. I was honest and be like, I didn't get any meet and greets because I was about to wait in like 6-hour set again for Shane's meet and greet. It was literally the only reason I went, because of Shane. But you know, we're not going to talk about that. I'm depressed. But honestly, yeah. So after I got through that line, I was at like the barrier by like the flags, and then a bunch of creators started coming out. I saw like Modson, I saw Bella, and a bunch of these like Viners that I didn't really know. They came out and hugged people and were talking about how to be a creator, and I'm just like, I don't know you. I'm gonna scooch so all these fans can come see you. And then I was just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna get in this place. It's not gonna happen. So I started walking off, and that was right at the time when they started kicking people out because the fire marshal came and shut the place down. I believe Tana had good intentions for some parts of it, but she did not actually have her whole intentions into that thing. She wanted revenge, and I know she wanted revenge. She wanted revenge at VidCon for kicking her out. Well, yes, VidCon was shitty about that, and I do believe VidCon has a lot of flaws into them that Tana was trying to address with her idea of Tanaconned. She only made this because of her revenge. If she really wanted revenge, she should have booked the Anaheim Convention Center for next year before they could. And be like, screw you, you guys don't even have a convention now. Like, you don't have a place to hold it in the same place. You'd have to go up to LA for your convention or something. Or if she really wanted to stick it to him, that's how she should have done it. Not a hotel a block away, because a hotel ain't gonna hold 5,000 people. And you did oversell that tickets. There was no way that was free tickets. There was 300 free tickets and 5,000 people who spent money to be sunburned. And then other than that, nothing was good. Everybody kind of fucked up. I believe Michael West fucked up. I believe Good Times, which is Michael West and his couple assistants, didn't plan it well. I believe like anybody under Tana's team, Bella, Hunter, all of them fucked up. Mostly Tana and Michael. Tana's name's under that. She's the one that put into the work and also didn't do much with the work, as what Shane says. She fucked up and Michael fucked up. That was the end of the story. The bag. This is not everything you got at Tanaconned. So I paid $77 to get a sunburn, a Tanaconned cheap ass bag that will break in like 5 minutes, a condom with a special little marking on it, 2 phone holders, they're fancy, a fucking asshole bracelet, a pop socket I only got because the guy was walking around at the time, an Uyo sticker, and I had to actually follow him to get this pop socket. Or no, I had to download the app to get this pop socket. I deleted it after, but I downloaded it. And some PETA stickers, even though I hate PETA, and a plastic featured fucking creator badge. That is what I spent $77 on, plus my hotel, plus the flight. And I know that Shane addressed all this anyway, that it was all put together last minute and everything, but they both fucked up. And everybody that bought, the 5,000 people that bought the orange badge deserve quadruple the amount of the ticket price gift bags that we were promised and a refund. That's all we deserve. We spent all the money from that. I don't even care if I get the hotel and flight composition that she said on Twitter. I don't care about that anymore. I just want at least my refund. I put in the claim and everything, but I really don't know if that's going to go through, and I need to go talk to my bank. I forgot to do that today, shit. But, like, I'm going to go talk to my bank probably tomorrow morning, but no. Nobody should pay $77 for a couple stickers, a pop socket to follow that or download their app, and a wristband. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves a $77 sunburn. And every single person that was there, I'd say 96% of the people there had that paid badge. 96% of the people waiting out in the sun had this orange featured fucking creator badge. And you know what you treated us like? A band featured creator. That's all. I'm just upset, mostly because of security. And mostly because you said that this was supposed to be a good event. I know it's her first event. And like I said, I think I'm more upset over security because so many fucked up people in this world and so much bad shit could have happened to all those teenagers, those parents, those young kids. Like, and you wasted everybody's time and everybody's money. So we deserve at least a refund and our special quadruple the amount bag. Other than, I hope Tana and Michael do the right thing, and I know Shane's putting his heart and soul into this, and he doesn't deserve that at all. I'm gonna cry because I love him so much. I hope he does the tour or at least something to make it up, but he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't have to do anything, but if he does, that'd be amazing, and I hope one day I can meet Shane, because honestly, he's the reason I went, and he's the reason I'm here. So I love Shane, and he doesn't deserve this, and he shouldn't have to put his heart and soul into this, but he is, because he's amazing. But I hope Michael and Tana do the right thing for everybody. So yeah, I know this was seriouser than I thought it would be, but here's my chickens, Liza and Nugget. They're the best things in the whole world, and I love them. So I hope you enjoyed this with me ranting about Tanaconned, and letting you see my chickens. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day. Sorry I got kind of serious and I got kind of mad, but the security thing was the main thing. So yeah. Bye! And I'm hoping to make more videos soon.